All right, here we go. It's a Tuesday. Back with you 2 to 6. Colin Dunlap right here, KDKA.
There's veterans out there, man, helping veterans every day, kicking ass. Don't give up. And so many veterans are involved in helping others. One of my boys and one of my favorite is Sam the Man. Ondo, hey, Sam, what's up, Sam?
It's
Chuck.
It's Chuck here. Yeah. Doing wonderful. We have another big haircut event planned for next Monday, the 17th. We do haircuts for veterans, especially the homeless downtown. Since we talked last, that has just really expanded. We get between 100 and 120 people. We serve a meal. This Monday, we're going to do a Thanksgiving meal. We're going to bless people with haircuts. I've got a team of barbers and hairstylists. It's a great event to be at. It restores dignity to these veterans that are struggling or trying to get back on their feet.
Hey, what happens in my little world is I get texts from 19 people. So I'm texting with Sam. I got Chuck on the video link. I got JK, Zoe, Bob. I'm not kidding you. Max, Jeff, Dave, and Steve texting me all at the same time. It's a little crazy here, my man. But regardless,
I totally get it.
Chuck, one of the great Marines of all time. Tell the folks your role and then describe where you're at right now, because you're doing something badass today, brother, for a Marine.
Yeah, it's amazing. I served in the Marine Corps, and then I was a state trooper. I worked undercover. I was an undercover detective in Philly, and I fell into the world. I fell into the world of drugs and alcohol, and I went from being a state trooper to a state prisoner. When I came out and finally got my life back on track,
Wow.
I've made it my heart and soul to go out and pick that next brother or sister up that's struggling and tell them that there is a better way. So about 2 years ago, we started the Semper Fi Mission. So we're based in Pittsburgh. I'm also on the board of directors for an organization called Joint Task Force K9. They're based out of South Carolina, and they have me on their board because I interact with so many veterans, and they look to give away service dogs to veterans in needs. So we're out west. We're in Las Vegas, going to be giving away a service dog to a Air Force veteran. It's an exciting place to be.
Hey, hold on, man. Tell me about, because one of my boys trains these dogs, Paul Anthony. Tell us about this service dog and what that dog will mean for a veteran's life, sir. It's amazing stuff.
Absolutely. So at Joint Task Force K9, they use technology, and they actually take cortisol swabs of the veteran. While this dog is being trained, it's already learning who their veteran is. Before they even meet, they take swabs when the veteran is struggling with PTSD or anxiety or stress. They send it down. This dog is trained for 14 months. Wow. They're Belgian Malinois, and they're also cross-trained, Marty. They train them to be search and rescue dogs. So this veteran not only has a battle buddy, it gives them a new purpose in life. They team up with local law enforcement or emergency services groups, and they'll take this dog out and continually train it for search and rescue. So it's a mind, body, and spirit type bond that these dogs.
Wow. Hey, Chuck, Dave McCormick, the senator, wrote a column. I got to get to it real quick because I don't want to be inaccurate. He sent it to me this morning, and I know you can relate to this stuff because it's so relevant. Okay, let me get to this number. He said since 2001, Chuck, 140,000 veterans have killed themselves. Chuck, that number, man.
It's staggering.
Wow.
And the other thing that we do at the Semper Fi Mission is I have a heart for those veterans that are incarcerated. We got invited down to a meeting in D.C. On Trump's cabinet on prison reform. There we met this woman is the CEO of a company called Viapath. Viapath owns all the tablets. So with what we do locally in Allegheny County, up at the state prison in Mercer, they're going to syndicate us. So I'm going to be the Marty Griffin inside the national prison system.
Wow.
We're getting our own app on the tablet, and they want us to reach 180,000 incarcerated veterans every day.
Whoa. Hold on, Chuck. There are that many veterans incarcerated, brother?
Across the country. Yeah. Wow. And the story, if I could just say this real quick, the story there's a common theme. Veterans get injured overseas.
Yep.
Maybe even in training.
Yep.
They get medically discharged. They feel like they have no purpose. Wow. A lot of times they're put on painkillers for their medical disability. They get discharged back to the world and have no purpose, and they fall into alcohol and drugs. That gets them into the system. Things like shoplifting and minor crimes put them in the system, and then they get caught up in that world. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach those guys. We're trying to slow that recidivism rate down. So while they're in, we're letting them know that we care about them, that we love them, that we want to share the message of hope. We want to share the gospel of Jesus Christ with them, and explain to them how I turned my life around. And we have seen it over the last year, Marty, since we talked. So many local guys that we've been able to touch, impact, change. And now we even have a recovery house. We have a recovery house down in Clairton. It's called the Cornerstone Residence. It's a 13,000 square foot house. So when these veterans come out of jail and from the Allegheny County, we now have a place to house them. And it's been amazing to see how fast we've identified a need and how fast the doors have opened for us. And I look at it this way. When you go after the people that nobody wants, God puts all the right people in your life, including yourself, Marty.
My man, Chuck, we're twin sons of different mothers, man. You want to make a difference and you give a damn. We have to stay in contact. What you're doing today is magnificent. Tell us about the event next Monday, the haircuts, because I love this too, Chuck.
All right. So next Monday, it's downtown Pittsburgh. The First Presbyterian Church on 6th allows us to use their cafeteria. We're going to get a fully catered Thanksgiving meal.
Wow.
They're going to bus veterans. They're going to bus veterans down from the VA hospital in Aspinwall.
Wow.
From the Veterans Place over on Washington Boulevard, and then we go out in the street and flyer. So we open that to the general public as well. This will be about our 18th haircut mission that we've done. And it's really growing traction, and it's amazing. We hand out clothing, hygiene items, a great meal. And then the number of barbers, if there's any barbers or hairstylists, man, if you want to give back, people always say, thank you for your service. Man, if you want to thank someone for their service, come give a haircut, come volunteer with us. SemperFiMission.org, we have a volunteer tab. Your listeners can log on, fill out that information. We'll contact them within 24 hours, email them a list of events that we have going and how they can fit in to truly thank someone for their service.
Chuck Ondo, my man, you are crushing it, brother. We got to do more together, man. I'm so glad we hooked up today.
Well, Marty, we've got great stories, and I know Max has been in touch, our buddy.
I love Max.
Like day in and day out stories of little victories, and some of these will just blow you away. So if you want to do something every other month or something,
I'm in, Chuck. What time did I wake you up? I
love it, Marty.
What time did I wake you up this morning? I apologize. Was that 6 o'clock?
No, it's actually it was 7:30.
Oh man, that's late. That's late. That's like noon for Marine, Chuck. Thanks, my man.
It is. I was out with some Marines last night at dinner, and we got telling stories. So
nothing wrong with that, brother. Thanks, Chuck. More power to you, man. Have a great day.
Thanks, Marty.
Wow, he's amazing. Wow, that guy's inspirational, man. That service dog. Those are the best on earth. Was it Malinois? Oh, that's what my man Paul Anthony has. Wow.